Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with some Grand Arena. Had a nice little break there. I kind of enjoyed that. Unfortunately, it's 3v3, and I was not ready for that because I do not have all the GLs. I've only got three. I'm still working on the Emperor, and of course, my opponent has them all, so I'm a bit of an underdog. But, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting season this season because I'm not sure how I want to play it. I'm more interested in figuring out counters than trying to squeeze out every banner and, be efficient and hit Kyber. Like, it's nice to win, but I really want to see what does what. I haven't gone up against the Sith Eternal Emperor at all since nobody in the top of my arena has him yet. So this will be a first. But let's take a quick look at the board here, and I'll show you guys kind of what's going on. I'll also show you what I set, at least part of it anyway, so you can get an idea of what works. So here we go. Let's get into it. Alright, you can see up at the top here, he put his Ray down. He's also got a full Darth Revan team. He's got Finn with the Resistance Hero Bros. And then look there, he's got the Sith Emperor. He's got Red Trooper. And then, what do you call it? The other Sith Trooper there. So both of those. Down south is obviously the easier path. He's got a Newt team. Odd little one. And then a First Order team with Spy on it. And then a Mon Mothma team. So that's obviously going to be the easier way to go. So I'm going to start down there. And against the Mon Mothma team, I'm not sure if it'll make a difference as to who's on the team. But I would think Trey is probably the best way to go for there. Because obviously whenever they assist and, do their attacks out of turn, anything like that, you've got Scion. Well, my Scion's built like a pretty stout tank. Trey is even pretty tanky, but after playing through this and watching how it goes, well, I don't know. I think if they would have had some more damage dealt, I could have been in trouble because it looks like she almost does die. Thankfully, I was able to get Chewie down in the red there, get rid of him, and then once he's gone, I can start working on getting rid of Kara. I was thinking about going after that summon character, but I thought, nah, I'm going to just go after Kara and do what I can. Turns out Annihilate came up at the right time, so I was just able to take her out that way. Got through. And now for his Newt team, I debated about this for a while just because, B1's in there, and B1's obviously got a lot of stacks and can help heal up. And then he's got Alpha in there, which is going to summon its own brute. So even though they don't have the, what's called, like the hive mind, they don't share all that stuff, it's still going to be difficult because he's bringing 4 to a party that's 3v3. So I thought, I'll take my own in and get my own summon. And since I have Alpha as the lead, I'm going to get that hive bonus. And that way, it's a whole bunch of good things on my end. So even though I had to cleanse the extortion, they're still going to go and keep attacking. That's why I like Geos against this Newt. They've proven pretty reliable. There are some misplays because sometimes I just click buttons and do whatever. But I was able to get rid of Alpha. And I thought, who should I work on getting out now? Let's try and take stacks off B1. I don't want B1 doing heavy damage and keep healing people up. So I'm trying to get stacks off where I can. I got rid of the brute summon. And now we'll go back to B1. Just keep attacking. Each attack is taking off some stacks. So I'm doing pretty good. Getting rid of extortion there. Trying to see if I can heal up, do anything. B1's gone. Now I'm just on Newt. That was Alpha's turn. He still has one turn until the heal up move. I'm not sure if I can get back around to it. So I was thinking, can I take out Newt here, do a basic, and that still ended up killing him anyway. So not really a lot to do. I did get back to the heal move, so I was able to use that, cleanse off the extortion, basically just do everything I could do, and I was able to get by with 51 banners. This one, okay, this last one here in the front zone, you guys maybe can appreciate this. So I took in my bounty hunters. I had set some bounty hunters on defense, and these are the three that I saved for doing something like taking out Night Sisters, which everyone seems to put on defense. Well, I didn't have Night Sisters, so I figured what's a kind of cheap budget team that I can use to take out First Order and see what's in the back, because who knows what he's got back there. He could have his Jedi Master Luke. He could have Kylo back there. You know, I don't know. So I want to get through this without burning some piece of a counter that I could use, you know, elsewhere. Because all the Galactic Legend counters are very limited. Unless you've got your own Galactic Legend, it's very hard to take out another one. And so you need all the big weapons that you can get. Well, here, this First Order with Spy, I kind of like that, because Spy goes under stealth, and you can't really get to him. I mean, only through AoE, really, but that's it. Like, I can't go over there and focus on him, so I keep having to hit crew, who's going to counter and keep doing damage and taunt, trying to get the contract off. And so that's what we work on. Finally, thankfully, I was able to get rid of it, and it gave the bounty hunter's resolve back right when I needed it, you know, so that way I was able to keep everybody alive, not worry about Spy doing the one-shot. So got through the front zone without spending a whole lot. Look in the back, and it's just, you know, basic teams. There's no extra Galactic Legends back there. So he really did stack the front with a lot of his hardest teams, and I'm going to have to deal with that. And so you can see that he cleared the front bottom zone of mine. Our scores are the exact same after we both cleared one zone. So after that, wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. With the way that he attacked, he did attack, and he went 8 battles on my Ray team. So I'm thinking either he's, you know, he's trying to con me, and he's got something to finish it off, or he's just, you know, he's stuck on there legitimately. And if he's stuck, he's not going to get through. I just have to clear more teams than him and be more efficient. So that means clearing the bottom back zone and then clearing the teams that I can clear on the top. And I had all 3 of my Galactic Legends up top. I figured they'd be pretty hard for him to take out, even though he did save 2 of his own. Took out the Resistance Bros squad pretty easily with CLS for 54. I don't know if that was a mistake, if I could have used that, you know, elsewhere to take out a team better. Hindsight's always 20/20. We're going to go ahead and start clearing off the bottom now, because I need to clear that off and be pretty efficient, you know, to try and grab the win here. I know, like I said, starting out, I'm the underdog. He's got 4 Galactic Legends to choose from and decide what he wants to set on defense, what he can afford to keep for offense. And I don't have that last piece of the puzzle yet to kind of even things up. So here we go, using my Rex clones against Grievous. It works against a standard Grievous squad. And I thought, okay, well, Wampa's in there. Wampa shouldn't add too much more to this, but really he does. I mean, that constant counterattacking that Wampa does is horrible. Like, it's heavy damage. You go to attack Wampa, look at that. Boom, counterattack in the red. And that's fine, because I've got the sacrifice still to go from 5s, but I'm thinking, like, having to plan out, what am I going to do? And so there went 5s, got the sacrifice. I got Rex's big hit off on Grievous, and thankfully was able to take him out. But look at that. Now I have to take out the Wampa, and I don't have any method to be able to daze or do anything. So I was able to take him out, but it was not pretty. It was only 48 banners there. Now we're going on to his, that Dooku squad with Night Sisters, Asajj, and Zombie there. And so I just said, you know, screw it, I'll use my gas here. I've got gas, I think it's Echo left over, and then Ahsoka. I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat trying to split up your clones. And so I like to use Arc with Rex because then you at least have other clones that you can put the turret on. And then that leaves Echo to go with Gas and then Ahsoka. So I did that there. And then now I've got his bounty hunters, and he's got Dengar lead. So like my patron bruh, who's a big bounty hunter fanatic, if you're watching this, you can appreciate this Dengar lead. You really don't see it too often. And he's pretty underestimated. A lot of people still have him at gear 12. And my opponent here decided, he's going to relic him up. You need a good 6th bounty hunter for 3v3 when you're splitting them off, into groups. And he's not a bad bounty hunter, honestly. His thermals are killer, and you're gonna see that here. I've got Nest to deal with, and that's why I brought in Crew First Order. Whenever you have to kill Nest, if you can bring in Crew, and then OG Kylo, and then Executioner, you'll be in good shape, because they can stun Nest. Even a highly tenacious Nest doesn't matter, because Crew stun is irresistible. So as long as you can do that, you'll be in good shape to then cycle around, do basics, and eventually kill Nest. Well, check this out. I got it down to just Dengar Nest. And although his lead doesn't offer a whole lot, I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't offer a ton of stuff. Dengar himself with those dang thermals, he keeps throwing those out, and you just get stuck. Look at my Executioner. Stunned and in the yellow, but loaded up with thermals. So that sucks, because Executioner is the one I need to do the big hits to kill Nest. So there went my biggest damage dealer. Now it's 2-on-2. I've thankfully got Nest stunned, and I just got to rely on OG Kylo to do his big hits whenever he gets a chance. So there we go. I keep trying to put some healing immunity on Nest. That way she's not going to heal back up when she comes out of stun. You can see that she's in the yellow, but she's gaining that stack and protection. Got to wait for her to take a turn. And I was able to finish her off with Kylo's big hit right there. So thankfully, I've still got him modded to do a decent amount of damage. And he was able to take her out. Otherwise, I would have gotten stuck. And then cleaning up Dengar wasn't a problem. But man, was he pretty annoying. And now it's just this leftover First Order squad. No big deal there. Phasma lead really doesn't offer too much. So it's just whatever. And I had Padme left. There were no other Night Sisters I had to worry about killing or anything. Just that one team earlier. But he saved his other ones apparently for offense. Okay, so I've got Padme here. Might as well go ahead and use her. And she does a good enough job taking this team out. You're going to end minus some protection, but there's no danger of them dying or anything like that. Padme's pretty stout in 3v3. So just got to clean this team up, be done with that, and then see about the big teams up top. I do have a plan for those. So there we go. Cleared off the bottom. He also cleared off the bottom. Right now, I'm sitting ahead by a little bit, 1948 to 1929. He still has to clear off one of my GLs. Eventually, he takes out my Kylo team. So you can see that his score went up to 1980. I need to get 33 banners, or more to beat him, which means one-shotting one of these teams or clearing 2 of these teams. So I know I can't one-shot the Darth Revan. The only way to beat a faster one in a mirror that I know anyway is to send in a burner and then send in my own mirror and hope things work out. So we're going to go after his Sith Eternal Emperor. And the advice that I was given, since I have never seen one in combat, never fought one, and I saw a Keelway video where he says use Vader and then Watt and then Shore. And I'm 100% sure that I probably played this poorly and did something wrong. It does not turn out in my favor. But also in my own defense, I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I mean, I put the weapons tech on Vader. Obviously, he needs that so he can do some good damage. I put the tank tech is next to go on shore. That way he can keep up his taunt, stay alive as long as he can. I was told you should take out the enemy tank first, which I did. And then it's taken me a while to get rid of Red Trooper over here. You know, in the video, I think Q-Wade was against Count Dooku as the other one. And Red Trooper is a lot more resilient, tougher to die. My team's still alive, but you can see Shore getting mighty low there. And so the longer Shore can last, it's keeping the heat off Vader. I want Vader to be able to go. So he's got his dots up. I throw more on C. And I was told that you need like 10 dots. I think 10 dots, 8 or 10. I can't remember. Is the sweet spot. So I'm trying to rack up as many debuffs as I can and get back around to my Merciless. And once I get Merciless, I should be in good shape. Well, I still have to take out Red Trooper. So I did that with the Cullen Blade, got another turn. That was the only way to kind of speed myself up and have a prayer to get back into Merciless. You can see it's available now, so this is going to be for all the marbles. I had to do one more basic to get the cooldown to 1 on my Cullen Blade. If I would have went into Merciless right there, I wouldn't have Cullen Blade available. But now I do, so I went into Merciless there, got my Cullen Blade, and nothing happened. Look at that. It was not a crit on Sith Eternal Emperor. So that sucked. That should have been, you know, a big hit and taking him out. I don't know all his mechanics or anything, if he's resistant to crits, but my crit chance should have been over 100% while I was in Merciless. So once that failed, that was it. And then here's him going into his ultimate mode, I guess, where it does the animation. So it looks kind of cool. It sucks to be on that end of it because obviously your team dies. There's nothing you can do. So I thought, okay, can I clean it up with some decent Jedi? I mean, I don't have gas. I don't have Luke or anything. But maybe these guys can do something. I always hear so much bitching about, oh, Emperor sucks and he's the worst GL. He can't beat anything. He's still a galactic legend, people. Like if you have him and your opponent does not have him or does not have a plan to beat him, I mean, like any other galactic legend, they're going to be tough to take out. And if you're out of the right kind of characters, that's it. You're going to be stuck, you know. So you can say he sucks all you want, but if you have him and your enemy doesn't, you got the upper hand there. So that's it. I'm trying to ability block him. I don't know what all good it will do. I'm trying to do heavy enough damage, you know, that I can do something. I get him down into the yellow, then he turns around, heals right back up, you know, into the green. And Grandmaster Yoda just doesn't have it. Doesn't have enough damage to do it. Would have had, you know, maybe Gas could do it. But like I said, this is my first time trying against the Emperor. And so I had planned on that Vader counter, and that was pretty much it. Like, that was supposed to work, and it did not work. So Jedi didn't work there, so I am pretty much stuck there. But I do have a plan, like I said, for the Darth Revan counter. And if I can beat that, you know, I might still be able to get the job done there. So I had to send in a burner team, and then send in my own Darth Revan. And then I should be able to clear them out and get enough banners. So we'll see how that goes. Here's the burner team. You just want to put in a weak enough team that you use the Team Fear, you use Bastille's debuffs, and then you use that Ball Lightning from Darth Revan. You want to burn all those off so that you start with the upper hand. So that's what I did. Now I can go back in with my own Sith Empire trio. Revan, Bastilla, and Malik. It was interesting because our Maliks are modded the same way. I don't know if that's how they use them in the wars, but high tenacity with crit avoidance arrow. I mean, we both have that, so pretty similar. But you can see by the way that they behave, it doesn't really work that way. So I was able to fear his team, so I'm off to a good start at least right there. I'm going after Darkside Bastila. You want to get her out, that way the team itself is weaker and she can't put down all her debuffs and everything. But Revan was death marked, so I took him out. They took mine out. Now it's 2-on-2, and I'm going as hard as I can trying to take her out. You can see I keep going after her, and now it's her turn again. I have corrupted battle meditation though, so can't really do anything to land debuffs. And she can't either. She tried and didn't get it. Now I could go after her. There we go. Now I've got my Malik and my Bastila against his Malik. So let's just go after it. Try and get my drains off. That way I can put healing immunity down on Malik after I do 3 of them. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just buy enough time. And now we're in a mirror match. This sucks. When it's Malik on Malik. And then it's just who gets lucky. That's all it comes down to. So I got my drains off. I should be in good shape there. I even got him shocked. You know, he's got tenacity down. Look, he's in the red right there. And he lived. He lived, and then he was able to stun me. And then once he stunned me, that was it. And I get to go again. I got him in the red, and it didn't turn out in my favor. I went from having a, 2-to-1 advantage to just, he took me out. So that sucked. I lost extra points from not being able to clear it in 2. And you saw that I just sent Savage a press in there, did his special, and took out Malik right away. Got 25 points for that. So that was the best I could do. Unfortunately, didn't pan out in my favor. I needed about 8 more banners to pull off the win there. And neither of those last 2 battles worked out for me. Them's the breaks. In 3v3, you gotta play the hand you're dealt. This is my defenses. This is the teams that he got stuck on. My Ray was the same comp that he set. And then for Jedi, this is probably a mean one. I don't know how I'd beat it, but I figured I want to see what my opponent uses to beat it. And apparently he didn't know how to beat it either. So there you go, JKL with Jedi Master Luke and then Hermit Yoda in there. Figured that'd be some trouble. So hopefully you guys' first round went better than mine. We'll see how the next one goes. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.